Because I already had 2 of my own homebrews.
Oh.
I figured I might as well get rid of those real quick since the one is over a year old. And
which one was that again? Did you say your triple?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man!
This time it's pretty.
I even text you on that one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, from Deist it's a little stronger. Because I did. I opened the bottle up and went, okay. Like it took that split 2 seconds of just taking my breath away. Like that is not Northeast. No. It was pretty good. All right.
Well, I suppose we should start the show.
Ken?
Since I've been recording for like 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, might as well get it going. Another edition, everybody. Cautionary Tales from the Red Chair. Episode 11. Can you believe it? 11?
Everybody else can't see it, but we have a lovely banner.
Yep. 11. Most people do 10. We're like 11.
We like to go 1 over the double digits mark.
It's like Spinal Tap. Crank it up to 11 fuckers.
Because nobody else has 11.
Exactly. Who celebrates 11th episode? We do.
Well,
because we bring you the Cautionary Tales from the Red Chair.
We're just hoping that it gets another contract, I guess. I don't know.
Who's going to pick us up?
Yeah.
Hoping at NBC.
Well, Leah said she was not going to pay me anymore, so...
So how was the dinner with the wife at the Red Lobster?
Ooh, it was delicious.
Was it the endless shrimp?
No.
Oh, what was it?
I got a lobster tail with scallops and shrimp, and she got lobster, shrimp, and crabs. Yep.
Hey, successful night with the wife.
Exactly.
Did she give
Waiter took her in the other room for a couple of minutes. I got to eat in peace, and she came back itchy.
Nice. Oh, that just the mental picture. It is. Fuck. Remind me not to go with the red snapper.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they're not 50% off the bills. So.
Just through the trouble.
Yep. And then I had a coupon.
A coupon? How much off? How much off?
$10.
So you got $10 off.
Yep.
Oh, so you paid what about $50 after drinks?
Well, after tip, I think it was like 70.
Damn.
Yeah. What can I say?
You enjoy the food.
Yeah, we haven't been there in a long time. I wanted to check it out.
Exactly. If you're gonna go to the Red Lobster, you might as well enjoy the Red Lobster.
I don't go to a restaurant and look over the menu and go, what's the cheapest thing on here? No, I look on the menu and say, what do I want to eat tonight?
Yeah, and you're usually like, I'll take 2 of those. So I have 1 for now and then 1 for lunch tomorrow.
I do that a lot.
You do, especially if you go to a Chinese place. I'll take 2 orders of lo mein.
1 for now, and when I'm about half done with mine, start another. I want that shit fresh for me to take home and put in the fridge.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, what can I say? I do that a lot. It's good food.
Well, yeah. If it is that good, well, most Chinese, I think, is good. Not very picky.
No.
When it comes to Chinese or pizza.
That's probably why we don't want any pictures online. Other people that would actually listen to this would know exactly what we're talking about, and we never really turned down a Chinese meal that we've ever seen. Like, somebody's just like, hey, you want some noodles? What kind of noodles? Yeah, fuck it, just give them to me.
Yeah, exactly.
I will determine that in my
mouth. After the first bite, I will let you know if I will continue to eat your noodles. The question is not, will I eat your noodles? The question is, will I continue to eat your noodles?
That's right, once.
Yeah, definitely.
And it'll either get a or a
noble noodle. You have a affair. You must commit hara-kiri. I think that's Japanese.
I don't know. You're kind of going into Russian and Japanese, all that kind of stuff.
But isn't hara-kiri Japanese though?
Yeah, it's not Harry Carey either.
What is it?
That's like crazy fucking... I don't know exactly what it's called.
Yeah,
something like that, but it's not Harry Carey. Are you saying that as it'd be like Americanized Chinese, just like their buffets?
That is true. Yes, because broccoli.
When you're here, it's Harry Carey. Damn it!
Exactly. That's what I always loved about the Chinese buffet. I didn't know broccoli was so plentiful in China.
Well,
they got a lot of broccoli-based dishes.
Yeah. Not bok choy.
Bok Joey. Have you been to Panda Express?
Yes.
Lately?
Not lately.
Lately, they're deciding you can go online and vote for their regular white rice for their, fried rice, or they have now brown fried rice.
Why is everybody on a brown rice?
I don't know. The illusion of healthy. But is it really? Because what's the difference between white and brown? I don't know. Is one more made of has more grain in it, or what's the deal?
You're
I don't fucking know.
The only thing that I know is that people complain about white rice saying it's empty calories.
So there's more bountiful brown rice?
I don't know.
But all I know is the brown rice is mushy. Yeah, so everybody out there, vote against the brown rice.
I did that with Chipotle's the other time.
Express.
And very disappointed.
Brown rice?
Yeah.
Chipotle's brown rice is not bad. It's not bad.
I will not do it. I went with the brown rice one time and never again shall I.
Fucking A, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
Damn straight. A little cilantro in there.
Hells yeah. Little lime juice.
You got that.
Hells yeah. Now I'm kind of hungry for Chipotle.
Then slap a bunch of sour cream and cheese on it.
Healthy.
Yep.
Healthy.
Farm raised healthiness.
Farm raised healthy. Yum yum. A little bit of Chipotle.
Yeah.
That's my nickname for it.
See, that's why I like getting the steak burritos there. Because then you get the cow in the whole cycle.
Yeah.
You get the cheese, you get the sour cream, you get the beef.
That is true. What else could you get from the cow?
Really
unless they wrapped it in leather.
Give you a leather carrying case for your burrito.
Hey, there's a marketing idea for Chipotle.
Oh, you could just serve it in like a folded cow's ear.
It's a bit chewy.
You're not supposed to eat the wrapper.
But have it as branded, cattle branded, like a leather Chipotle burrito case.
That'd be funny.
You could have it where it hooks onto your belt, and it can charge your iPhone.
Everything's going to charge your iPhone nowadays. You can't charge an iPhone and you ain't get shit.
Exactly. What? That is not a piece of technology in the 21st century. It cannot charge my iPhone.
Well, maybe if they could make a fucking phone that didn't have its battery drained in 25 minutes.
That is true. You have to, and then they give you the smallest, plug-in cord in the history of plug-in cords on cellular phones, which is a very short history, and they managed to accomplish it.
It's been in my lifetime.
I mean, it's literally 2 feet or something. Probably not literally, but it's damn near 2 feet.
Well, we can't really complain that much, though, because you do remember that first phone that I had. If you wanted to make more than a 10-minute phone call on it, you needed that extended battery, and then it was fucking 8 pounds.
What company was that? They were the very
Aria Communications.
They were the very first ones to say
Ariel. Yeah, something. Ariel, something like that.
Ariel sounds more... I don't think Ariel's the word.
And then it got bought out by Sprint, I think. Because then I had a Sprint phone for a while, and then I switched to AT&T for a little while, and I couldn't get a call off them, so...
They were the first ones to actually count to the second. Before they just rounded up, all of them just rounded up to the minute. I remember that was their huge selling point.
What?
We count to the second. You could keep...
You're wasting your time.
Oh, 1 minute and 1 second costs you 2 minutes. That is blasphemy. There is a revolution afoot.
Yeah, well, that was back when a minute was actually quite spendy on the phone.
Well, they give you the phone for a penny because they're charging $5 a minute.
Yeah. If you went over your contract, all of a sudden you got a $3,000 bill for that month.
Exactly. It's not like the phones these days, paying $500, and most of it's all the spy tech they put on there to track you and monitor you. We're paying for it. Via the taxes and retail.
Yes, but I'm also paying for the convenience to have it show me where the fuck I am. All you gotta do is hit a button and it shows you an overhead view of where you are.
That is very true. It's good for stalking. Cyber stalking, all-time high. And kids, could you imagine being a kid nowadays? I mean, instant porn at your fingertips, always.
What are you talking? Can I imagine if I had instant porn on my finger? I have instant porn.
Kids these days.
I got 5 apps.
But see, that's the difference. Is we're grown-ass adults. We can just watch porn, on our TV sitting there.
Or do I?
But kids, they gotta still hide and be shameful of it. So, of course, they're gonna be on their little devices. And it's not like when we were kids, we'd have to find porn in the woods.
Lay in a field and stare at the clouds until one resembles a boob.
No, I'm saying like a satchel of porn you find.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where I found my porn collection, was under the porta potty at the landing.
And then, and then you end up taking it, and then some other kid comes back later on that day and goes, "What the fuck?
There's community porn."
Now we're gonna start looking in the woods again.
I'm gonna start looking for sexily shaped knots and trees. That one looks like a vagina. Oh, that was kind of gross.
I got some bark caught in the tip last time. That was not fun.
That takes an extreme amount of lube to fuck a tree.
Does not do it.
Oh my god. Terrible. Just terrible.
You gotta save up for a couple of days, spit in a jar.
Oh, dude. Why'd you have to go there?
Oh, because that's what I do. The talent.
The talent. That is so disgusting. Did you hear about the guy in Vancouver, Washington, that got arrested for shooting his shotgun outside when somebody was trying to break into his car?
Yeah. And
He's the Biden,
yep.
Brilliant.
That's awesome.
What do you think of that? That's pretty hilarious. How can he be convicted?
For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, when the whole gun debate was going on, our Vice President Biden actually said, instead of
tell people who our vice president is, I hope.
Yeah, we do. But he actually said, instead of buying an assault rifle for home protection, in case something is happening, what you got to do is you got to get a double-barrel shotgun and walk outside on your porch and shoot both barrels in the air. And he said that'll get the crooks moving, so you never have to do anything to them. Well, apparently there was a guy in Vancouver, Washington, that was stupid enough to take that advice to heart.
What, he listened to the commander-in-chief's underling?
There was also a huge difference in the fact that he actually said, if you think that your house is getting broke into, and this guy just did it.
No, he did it because I thought he was...
There was kids that were vandalizing or something.
Yeah, there was mischief afoot. He had every right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if a dude's walking up your driveway with a gun in his hand, maybe. But if a kid is spray painting your fence, you don't put 2 fucking shells in the air.
Hey, how else are you going to get him to stop? Saying, "Hey, you kid." Then he's going to attack you because he's wearing a hoodie, and you're going to have to shoot him anyway.
Well, if you shoot both shotgun blasts in the air, what else are you going to be able to shoot? You just put both bullets out. It's only a double barrel, asshole.
That is true.
But you got nothing to defend yourself with.
Did he shoot 1 shot or did he shoot 2? Kids these days, they can't keep track. They got a short attention span. I just saw,
they're not on their Ritalin.
Yeah, I just saw that they're making all these board games to be like Monopoly. Oh, you can play it in half an hour now because kids don't have the time or the attention span to play board games.
There's just 3 pieces. Chance, Risk, and Boardwalk.
They got rid of jail.
What?
Yeah, you don't go to jail in the new version of Monopoly.
Why not? Where do you go?
I guess they just eliminated it completely. I guess they wanted to teach kids what it really is like to be a real estate mogul. You don't go to jail.
There's no jail involved.
Exactly.
And when you're talking about the risk, it's all the fucking payers, not the banker, the payer.
Yep, exactly.
Your clients took a risk. You gain $150 million in bonuses.
Hey! You just bankrupted an entire country's economy.
Yep.
Have fun on your trip to Barbados.
That's what, instead of the get out of jail free card, they got a get out of bankruptcy free card. Like, no, you get out of bankruptcy, plus each payer pays you $500. Bail out.
That is the real game of life.
Whoa, now we're going into life?
Yeah.
Life and Monopoly. That would be the bomb.
Ooh.
Somehow, they could put life and Monopoly at the same thing.
They should be able to, because there should be, you could play the regular life board game, but then there's like an auxiliary side bet where you're basically a real estate mogul. But that's only if you draw the real estate mogul card. You could be a goddamn musician with your 3 kids. That's life.
Shit, if you're gonna be doing that kind of shit in the game of life, that could be a long ass game. All of a sudden, this dude and this dude's got a side game of Risk going on.
Oh.
Like, fuck! I drew the Boggle card.
I hate Boggle. But see, maybe we need to start like an online gaming reality where is that instead of World of Warcraft where you're fighting Kung Fu pandas and shit, you do that. You play these crazy elaborate game within games within games.
See, I don't know if that would actually work, because basically what you're saying is if you're going to like do the game of life like that, I mean, that's why people play those other games, is because that's actually what their life is like nowadays. You have another girl. Oh shit, that's my 5th kid. Got 4 baby mamas.
Oh, baby mama.
Like, that shit is happening already, so that's why people do play the video games, is so they can get the fuck out of their real life with all the kids. Yeah. You have a shitty paying job and 7 children. Guess what? Your girlfriend just left as well. Fuck.
And she's pregnant with your 8th.
Yeah, exactly. Or is it?
On the next Maury.
You found out that she moved across the hall with your neighbor.
Oh, the meth cooker.
Yeah, meth lab explosion in building. You must go to a motel for 6 days.
Now that's a board game, son.
Yeah, damn straight it is. That teaches you something.
It teaches you what life's really like. In the white neighborhoods.
Yeah, at least somebody you're going to know is going to be exactly like that.
Oh, that is sad but true. Sad but true. That is white people problems. Because we can only speak from, probably middle class white people.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where it comes from, is usually the rock bottom for a white person is meth addicted. I think. Because I think that's
the rock bottom for just about anybody is being meth addicted. Yeah. I don't give a shit if you're yellow, polka dotted, whatever. If you're smoking meth, you're pretty much out of luck.
But I
really don't think there's such a thing as just being a recreational meth user.
There's got to be somebody out there.
Bullshit.
The non-addictive personality guy that's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go on a meth binge this weekend, and then he shows up for work all in his suit.
Well, that happens a lot, and for at least a couple of months until they spend all the money and bankrupt themselves, and then they become the toothless people.
But do a lot of minorities do the meth? Isn't that pretty much a hillbilly white trash kind of drug?
Not anymore.
Oh,
just about anybody does meth.
Yeah, anybody.
Meth is cheaper than a lot of drugs.
That's why they would legalize everything and regulate and tax the shit out of it.
See, that's one thing that I will honestly say. I do not think meth should be legal.
But why not? People would stop doing it if they could do other stuff that's way cleaner and way more legit.
But that's why I think that it shouldn't be legal, because I don't really think there should be anybody doing stuff like methamphetamines.
Yeah.
I really don't. But then again, if you're going to be asking me about that kind of stuff, I really don't think a lot of the prescription drugs that are given out every single day should be legal. So
yeah, the legal drugs are almost worse than the street drugs at this point.
Almost. I've seen some pretty messed up people on cocaine. But I'll honestly tell you, I've never seen even a cokehead do some of the fucked up shit that I've seen somebody that hasn't gotten their dosage dialed in yet.
Yeah, like on antidepressants and antipsychotics.
I mean, shit, just some of the stupidity that I put up with in my life on people that are on the antidepressants, and then the doctor says, well, we're going to have to start weaning you off. Or, I'm not going to name any names here, but you know who I'm talking about, who got pregnant and had to stop taking her antidepressants.
Yeah.
And woo, that was fun to be around. Like, every time I saw her, I literally just wanted to run the other way going, she's pregnant, I don't think she can catch me.
She definitely can't catch you. But she could be...
Yeah, but I'm an ex-smoker, so I still only got a couple of blocks.
And a psychotic chick is pretty pretty fleet of foot.
They got that crazy strength.
It's almost comparable to retard strength. Almost.
Except for they do bitch more, so...
And they're more sharp with their claws and their knives of rings. They just cut you. And they like to use keys, I've noticed. Yeah. That's where this scar is from. Just kidding.
Yeah, crazy is crazy, but I honestly think that some of those antidepressants, if you can't get that dosage dialed in, or you're actually just one of those people that shouldn't do them,
you
can get all sorts of crazy.
Basically,
and not even know you're acting the way you're acting, because your brain doesn't even comprehend what's going on. Your brain is just so fucked up at that point that it's like, am I awake or sleeping?
Yeah, because it's trying to rearrange the chemicals in the way your brain functions. I mean, that can't be right, regardless of, prescription drug or a natural drug that does the same thing. In large doses, it's got to be fucking harmful.
Well, what was it? Oh, fuck.
See?
No, in Philadelphia.
Killing
One of the schools in Philadelphia. I can't remember which one. God damn it.
What is it, a high school? College?
No, college. They did a study on placebos.
Okay.
And they actually found out that placebos now are actually doing the exact same thing as the pills for the majority of the time.
Because you have to believe in medicine, sir.
Yeah.
It's mind over matter.
They were saying that 53% of the placebos counted as doing the exact same thing as the actual drug.
Because people have been that conditioned in this country to actually just believe that all medicine works.
Well, it was one type of drug, and it was a painkiller.
It has to be.
But I can't remember which one it was, or maybe they didn't even say. Maybe they just said it was like an aspirin or something like that. But yeah, it was a low dosage painkiller, and they were basically just saying, the people that they took the study from all took painkillers on a daily basis because of things like arthritis or bad backs, that kind of stuff. And they basically just gave them sugar pills for to some of them, and then the regular pills to others, and then they actually switched them, where the other side got the sugar pills and these guys got the painkillers, and they had everybody rate their pains. And for the weird part about it, and this is what I don't understand, is they did the double blind, because they actually gave Group A the painkillers, and then when the 30 days came up, they gave Group A the fucking placebos.
Yeah.
And they did the same thing with Group B, just vice versa. So everybody got the sugar pills and everybody got the painkillers. And 53% of them said that the sugar pills actually did the same thing as the painkillers.
I blame all the advertising we have in this country for prescription drugs. That's why that is turning
I
around.
I blame the doctors in this country for it. Because the doctors actually get kickbacks from the pharmaceutical companies. Not only that, but trips paid for, and they actually it's almost like a fucking Girl Scout cookies, where the girl that sells the most boxes of cookies, they'll get a prize. And doctors are like that nowadays, where they're just like, if I sell 5 more Zantacs by the end of this month, I get a trip. Of course you're going to push Zantacs on a couple of people if you're like, if I only do 2 more. Yeah, I believe you need Zantacs. Let's just try it for a little while. I'm going to give you a 1-year subscription.
Prescription.
Yeah,
It's not a magazine.
It is nowadays.
A subscription?
They give them subscriptions. They're not prescriptions anymore. Prescriptions, every time I've gotten one, it says 1 refill or something like that. They give them subscriptions now where you're just like, no, you can have these pills for the rest of your life as long as you pay for them.
I do actually like that phrasing better, because a prescription implies that somebody's saying, here, I recommend you take this.
You take this for this amount of time, because then it'll kill off what you have.
And nowadays, it's the patient going in.
Use the little comb first.
Now it's the patient going in being like, hey, doc, I watched this TV commercial, and I got 5 out of the 6 symptoms of restless leg.
Exactly.
Can I subscribe to this? And he's like, abso-fucking-lutely. So, I actually like that phrasing better.
That's the way that I've always looked at it.
That is true.
Because every time I've had to get a prescription, it always says 1, refill, or it just says take 2 every day until the bottle is done. Don't stop dosage until you're done with the bottle.
Because you've never had a chronic pain issue.
Oh, I've had chronic pain.
You've had chronic.
My stomach with the ulcers. I constantly have pain in my stomach. It doesn't mean that I should chuck a bunch of shit down there.
Why not? What better excuse?
Yeah, I just think it's hilarious that people can say that kind of stuff. I do have pain all the time. My stomach hurts me almost all the time. You just learn to live with the pain.
Yeah.
You don't just put a shitload of painkillers in there, because then what's going to happen when you don't have any painkillers? Then your stomach's going to hurt and you have no way to deal with it.
And then you'll be going through withdrawals and your stomach hurts.
Exactly.
Get the cold sweats and the friggin' crackhead shakes.
I suck your dick, man.
All I need is some Oxycontin, son. That's all I need.
Oh, it's strange that sweeping boom for actually shooting painkillers like that, like Oxycontin and they had that on the news a little while ago, where that's a huge, like in the southern part, like Oklahoma and all that kind of stuff, the Kansas area, prescription drugs prescription drugs are just going insane down there. Because they can't get things like heroin and stuff like that easily. So what they'll actually end up doing is they'll take that not wax, but that coating off of the pills.
Okay.
And then boil them.
Time release coating.
Yeah. And then boil them down just like they do anything else. Mash it up, boil it up, and put it in a syringe.
What?
Yep.
And just shoot that?
They could just like they would heroin.
That is not cool.
No. That's
not
like
cool.
the biggest craze now in that area is shooting prescription drugs.
That is just dangerous. But hey, everybody needs their high.
Yep, them's the times we live in.
Yep. It's like a brave new world, man. Just everybody eugenicized.
Just pioneering.
Exactly. And I do not belong here, sir. Just an analog man living in a digital world.
Fuck, I might not even be analog.
What the hell would you be if you were an analog?
Manual labor.
I'm even lower than that.
I think that might be what you have to call it. It's not even analog because there was no numbers or anything. It was just it was just
working with waves.
It was just some dude with his fingers being like 6. Yeah, that's how many you got. I needs this many. I think that'd be the time to live, when all you had to do was find something to eat.
Yeah, they might go that way when the apocalypse comes.
Yeah, but nowadays there's way too many people.
So it'd be tougher because if you plan ahead, that's the problem. If you plan ahead and you're stockpiling all this food, you're basically just stockpiling food for the meanest and most psychotic person on the block. Because that's what you need to be in times of apocalypse, sir. You need to be psychotic and you need to kill. Or you will be killed. I've seen it on the road. It was a movie.
Roadhouse.
You ever see that movie, The Road?
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if he would have just trusted those people in the first place, he probably wouldn't have even died.
Well, you don't know that on the road.
No, you don't.
You just gotta live like you want to survive. And sometimes you fuck up and you die.
Wasn't Dustin Hoffman in that?
No idea.
Like he was an old guy and they end up meeting on the road?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't remember it that well. I just remember, watch out for the cannibals.
Yep.
That stuck with me. That was a creepy ass scene.
That would be crazy though if shit like that actually did happen and there was starting to be cannibals and things. That'd be weird.
Dude, there are cannibals.
Yes, but
and you're sitting right next to one.
Not nearly. Get him, D.
Sorry.
Not nearly as widespread.
There's specific areas, but cannibals. Who do you think would taste more like chicken? White people?
I'm just saying, I'd really love to try Mexican. I have a feeling that it would be tangy.
Yeah, a little spicy.
Yeah, like all the peppers that they eat in their life, I think it'd be a little permeated. Give you a little kick.
Would it be a little briny since they sweat a lot?
I can't really say anything because I sweat a lot too. A little briny. This took a weird turn.
I know. And, like, Puerto Ricans just seem like they'd be greasy.
Almost jerky-ish.
Yeah, just like... I don't know. Sorry, that was a very strange turn.
Yeah, it was.
But hey, you know my new favorite show is... Roadhouse. No. My new favorite show is that Drunk History. Have you ever watched it?
I hate that show.
Why?
I really do.
How could you hate that show? It's so awesome. You are ridiculous, sir. You have no taste in pop culture. Explain yourself. Defend your position.
Pop culture? What's pop culture about that?
It's a show that's on currently, and it's permeated popular culture.
It's the same thing as like the Sarah Silverman show. It's almost like they're just throwing these out there going, laugh at this! Like, it's not even a joke anymore. It's more or less just, you're going to laugh at this. Why? Because I'm going to keep doing it until you laugh at it.
So you think it'd be more of, it's better as like a one-hit shot, like, it's like, hey, this is a novel idea one time, but to make an actual series.
I really don't think they're going to be back for another season, because how many of those can you actually do? The first one I was mildly entertained. The second one I was just like, this is the exact same thing as the first one. It's just a bunch of nonsensical bullshit.
That hilarious famous people act out, which makes it entertaining.
Yeah, but I still just don't think that the storyline is...
It's pretty much like a Smotomation. Like, you've seen those. Where
that's what I understand, but those... I like those because they don't set a scene like they do in Drunk History, where they try to make some kind of a historical point into a giant joke that's not even really funny.
Just you're watching drunk people try to talk.
Yeah.
About anything.
But in that aspect, I would never hear anybody that would be like, you know what? Let's go to old drunk man Andrews, because he knows all the shit.
Whatever. When you go to your local watering hole, don't you always want to seek out that one crazy drunk guy that's got all the conspiracies, all the crazy thoughts and rant? Well, I'm hoping one day I can be old and be that guy.
You will be. All you need is the years.
And be a drunk. I just don't spend that much time in a bar, thankfully, yet.
It's because you're not old and retired.
Exactly, and I haven't gotten so crazy.
When we got nothing else to do, what the hell are we going to do except for go to a bar and get drunk until the early bird special kicks in?
Exactly, and then tell the kids how it used to be.
Eat our Chinese all the time.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what you do, and take one to go.
And then sit on your porch eating that one, yelling at the kids. It's a neighborhood.
Old man.
Slow down.
Yep, I want to be old man Jelinski.
Get off my yard.
I could see you as a crouchy old man.
I just want to do the one thing where you get up and you start running at somebody and your pants fall down. So then you just do the shuffle back to the porch with your pants still down because you can't bend over to pick them up.
Just muttering to yourself.
Yep.
Get them kids making a fucking fool of myself.
Yep.
Come be so mad about my britches.
Dag nabbit.
Hands down behind them hankles. Come on, some bitches. Fucking sit on my toilet paper. Sorry.
Now I gotta pee.
Goddamn kids.
Oh, I can't wait. Either that or just some of the fucking crazy shit that you can get away with saying to people, and they just look at them and go, I'd love to take offense to that, but you're old.
Yeah. The older you can get, the more racist you can be, too.
Oh, fucking right.
But like you said, I would love to, just be able to make obscene comments and people just think I'm senile.
One of the best comments that I ever heard in any of the restaurants that I worked at was an old guy actually said this in front of his wife, I would assume, because it was an old couple that came in.
Could have been stepping out on his lady.
It could have been, but he actually said it to the waitress Nakai the one time.
Okay.
He looks at her and he goes, I hope you don't mind me saying it, but you're a very beautiful girl. You've got lovely breasts.
Shut up. Rock and roll. How did his wife not just get pissed about that? Because he's obviously coherent enough to appreciate...
That was a compliment back in the day.
So she was like...
Yeah, she does.
He's like, I would like to suckle them.
Yeah, they looked like mine. That was apparently what you said to him back in the day. I don't know.
Well, yeah, if Mad Men is correct.
I'm just saying, though, he actually held it into his line of sexual, because he didn't spot her ass or anything after saying it. Because, after a comment like that, you gotta give him a little scoot.
Now get us to our table. That would be legit. And you can get away with that as an old guy.
Yeah, the guy came back in the kitchen and she told us about it. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, she said it right in front of his woman. And I don't know how to take that because I kind of wanted to say, excuse me, but all I could come out with was, well, thank you.
Well, how can't you? And the sad thing is, I bet you if either one of us would have said that to a girl, the initial reaction, she probably wouldn't get, offensive.
Oh, no.
She probably would say thank you.
But there would have been a difference in how we said it. We would have been saying it like, I'm going to take that whole, we would have been saying it as in hitting on them, and that would have been apparent by how we were saying it.
And why we weren't making eye contact with them either while we were saying it. We were staring directly at their boobs.
So it would have been one thing, because they would have either taken it to the aspect of going, oh, fucking gross, or they would have taken it to the, ooh, well, thank you, because you want to see them, you know? Like, you would have got
most likely would have been the latter.
Yeah.
I mean,
the latter.
That's where I'm coming from, sir.
Now we do have the post pictures, just to let everybody know that you're full of shit.
Hey. I'm the face. That's my nickname. The face. That's how I make it happen.
The face. They cut you off at the neck. That way there's actually no comparison to how big you really are.
Yeah. I have the body for radio and the voice for print.
The voice for print. I love it.
So have you been watching The Daily Show lately without Jon Stewart?
It's okay.
I kind of prefer it without Jon Stewart. John Oliver is, I think, funnier than Jon Stewart. I'm going to go out on a fucking limb and say it. I enjoy it more. He's just, I think he's quicker, more clever. And he's just, his little British fucking smart-ass routine I enjoy. Fucking red coat.
I don't know. I will honestly say I think I prefer it with Stewart. Yeah.
Not a huge fan.
No, I like Oliver. It's just, I don't know. I'm used to Stewart. I like his snarkiness. I like his, I don't know. He's got that whole facade of being the angry Jew all the time. So I like that. I think he does a good shtick there.
For sure.
Oliver kind of jumps to and fro on what he's supposed to be. At some points, he's supposed to be like the informed guy. At other points, he's supposed to be this little weakling. And at other times, he's like the misunderstood English guy who's all backwards and I don't know what you're talking about. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It sounds like the Queen.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, I don't know. He's funny, but I'm not set on him taking over the Daily Show damn straight. Stewart is definitely better.
Oh, I disagree. But hey, that's why we disagree. Just to disagree. You disagree? You disagree.
To what?
I don't know. I just felt like keep saying disagree.
I fucking don't agree with anything you just said there.
Moving on.
Next page.
Next topic. How about the 12-year-old that was slighted by Jeopardy on his final Jeopardy answer?
I heard a little bit about it, but it was like a typo.
Oh, yeah, he misspelled emancipation.
Oh, that little stupid bastard.
And see, what my problem with the whole story is he's whining saying he got cheated. People like on Facebook, like that matters, but I'm just going to say people have chimed in and said that he was cheated as well. But in defense of Jeopardy, if you can't spell it, you don't know the fucking answer.
That's not true, but then
I say it is.
But isn't that part of Final Jeopardy is you have to be smart enough to pronounce it, and know what it is, and spell it?
Yeah.
I mean,
how if it's a written exam?
I don't think they're going to take fucking texting in Final Jeopardy, so why would they take misspelling?
That'd be fucking hilarious. Final Jeopardy, the person for the answer says BRB. Yeah. I need to Google it.
Yeah, exactly. They fucking start the music and all of a sudden dude's on his phone. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
But I mean, do you think the kid was robbed? Because he misspelt it?
No, I think he's a dumb little kid and he needs to go back and study how to spell.
But it's a quiz show, Sam, not a spelling bee.
A little bit of A and B.
Exactly, that's my thoughts. But that was what people were saying. That's specifically what the kid
Jeopardy
said.
Is supposed to be for the,
Well, he's 12 years old to give him...
I don't give a shit.
He's got to learn how the world works.
Have you ever fucking seen one of those spelling bees? They got 12-year-olds on there that are spelling shit that's got 7 syllables.
They're most likely Indian kids and Asian kids.
So be it.
This one was white. So let's cut the white kids. He's from Newtown, Connecticut. Newtown.
So he doesn't pronounce anything right anyway.
He's like Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, it's amazing that he actually got that far.
He only got that far because of Sandy Hook, sir.
He probably threatened Alex.
Oh, jeez. You accusing him of him being one of the shooters? Conspiracy time.
Yeah, exactly.
There were 3 other people that were arrested that
Hey,
day.
Alex, come here. I got to talk to you for a minute.
He was one of them. He didn't like the bad grades they gave him in elementary school, so he's like,
douche.
Get got.
He's a Stewie.
But I mean, that whole story to me epitomizes the pussification of America.
Who the fuck cares? It's a 12-year-old on Jeopardy. If you're on Jeopardy at 12 years old, your life's probably not going to be that bad. Suck it up, shut the fuck up, go get your $1 million a year job, and quit crying.
And you also live in Connecticut.
That's what I'm saying. Your mom and dad probably make a pretty good living at this point, so I can whatever. I don't even care about that kid. In fact, I would rather stomp that kid than talk about this any longer, because that is one of the just dumbest fucking... If that's your problems, that's all I gotta say. If that's what your problem in life is, we need to talk. One fucking hour with me and you'll be hanging yourself in the closet going, this is what life can be? Fuck you.
They wouldn't let me go Final Jeopardy because I put an extra T
Fucking
in
asshole. Anybody out there that wants to argue differently, fuck off. I don't really care. You got nothing. A 12-year-old lost at Jeopardy. Move on.
Exactly. Send your letters of complaint to Alex Trebek.
Yeah. Go ask one of the 12-year-olds in Iran or Iraq what happened to them. I bet you it's not, oh, I lost at Jeopardy. No. I lost a fucking arm.
That is true.
Go tell a 12-year-old in any of the African countries, basically, what the fuck, I lost at Jeopardy. I haven't eaten in 12 days.
Yeah, I lost my mother and my sister.
Exactly.
Or beheading.
Fuck it, a 12-year-old that lost at Jeopardy. Woo! That's national news. We should get like before and after interviews with him, and then during interview, and then do a fucking close-up slow motion of the tear fall down his cheek.
Oh, Matt Lauer definitely needs an exclusive 20-minute interview on the Today Show.
And where in the world is he?
He's, I don't know.
With the little kid.
Creepy.
I know.
Where's that Hanson dude from Dateline?
Just sit down.
Just sit down.
Matt Lauer, no, just sit down.
Where in the world have you been, Matt Lauer? Or should we say, who have you been inside, Matt Lauer?
But to reiterate, 12-year-old lost on Jeopardy, go fuck yourself.
Amen, brother. So I came across this odd story on the Weird News, oddly enough. This dude, headline says, Vincent Ewell and Lindsay Longbottom break into a high school.
That is an awesome name.
Yeah, they both broke into a high school to have sex and satisfy their beer munchies, cops say.
Their beer munchies?
Yeah. Guess, this is not shocking. Guess where it took place?
Teacher's desk.
Florida. I'm talking about the state.
Oh, okay.
You know, not the actual... No.
Wasn't there another teacher in Florida that just got busted for fucking 2 kids?
You know what we're going to do? We're going to have to... Let's create a segment that is fucked up Floridian news.
Yeah?
Because...
Sinkhole devours 12. Someone fucked the sinkhole.
And the sinkhole was less than an hour old. That is pedophilia, sir.
Sinkhole files for rape.
I think we do. We're making a new segment moving forward. Note that down. Hey,
jot that down, Diego.
Take minutes. But yeah, of course, the Floridian lovebirds are accused of breaking into high school in Daytona Beach, Florida, to have sex. It's unclear whether they actually engaged in any... But they're arrested at 3 a.m. And then while they're inside, they allegedly vandalized vending machines. And when the cops asked them, that's when they said, we needed to satisfy our beer munchies.
I bet you they didn't say it like that.
But my favorite part of this story is when asked why that they broke into the school to have sex, Lindsay Longbottom says, we needed to have a place to have sex so my boyfriend wouldn't find out.
Boom, boom, boom.
And there's your twist. Where was M. Night Shyamalan for that? Oh, I thought that was brilliant.
That my boyfriend couldn't find out. What a whore.
Exactly.
Lindsay Longbottom, you are a whore. By the way, if you want to, go to our website and
please like our YouTube channel. Cautionary Tales from the Red Chair. Hit the subscribe button.
Just go ahead and leave your address and an email, and
Exactly.
next time I'm down in Florida,
We can make some long bottom.
Yep. I'm not fucking breaking into a school, though.
Where would you break into to have sex?
Break into?
Yeah,
Why?
because it's fucking dangerous. And it gets exciting. Breaking into shit.
You know, I
You don't
honestly,
like any vandalism with your sex?
not really. I would
I
say
spray paint when I'm banging.
I would. It makes it really hard to concentrate on sex, though.
And my paintings are always wobbly.
Hey, bitch! Don't fuck with me right now. I'm doing the eyes. You fuck up the eyes, and the whole thing's gone.
But go on, where would you break into to have sex?
I don't think I would.
Okay, you could go anywhere and you know 100% you're not going to get caught. Anywhere.
100% knowing
Yep.
I'm not gonna get caught.
There's no way you can. You're fucking stealthy ninja style.
See, that begs the question, like, do I have ultimate power when I'm saying I'm not getting caught? Like, can I turn off all surveillance equipment and everything like that they have? Or do I
Don't
still...
you want something for, nostalgia?
Well, I'm just gonna say it, in
see
some of
video
the places that are popping into my head, I keep
they're
thinking
heavily
they've got,
surveilled?
like... Yeah, they got, like, 700 cameras, so they'd catch my fat ass in 3 different angles, and...
Let's basically say you have electronic pulse strapped to you, so whenever you enter a room, all electronic devices cease to function.
Ooh.
And then so obviously you can walk through any secured entryways, and
Look
then
at you.
the security route. So none of the security is going to come upon you because you only last 3 minutes. Their rounds are 5, so you got plenty of time. Where would you sneak into?
For once, and you're gonna not understand this right off the bat, but for once, I'd love to have sex at a zoo. And
Just so you could be like,
yeah, so I could be like, yeah, see, this is what it looks like. No, look at me. This is what it looks like.
I followed you right down that trail.
Yeah,
That's great.
I just think it'd be kind of funny to the animals being like, motherfucker, look at that cocksucker just doing it right out in the open like that.
You got no shame.
I'm thinking it just, I don't know, I just want to rub their faces in it for once. Because it seems like every time I go to a fucking zoo, there's some animals that are just like, yeah, wouldn't you like to be doing this right now? I'm going to do it 5 minutes from now again when the next round comes in. It's like they fuck in front of every single person that comes in front of them.
That is true. But I would not want to do it in front of the orangutans.
Oh, I'd do it in front of the gorillas just to see how they'd
Oh,
react.
they would be pounding on the glass like rabid hockey fans.
Yeah. I'd probably get myself killed doing that.
Probably you'd get them just fucking sex horny. Oh, them chimps and apes, they be strong.
Yeah.
Stronger than humans.
Huh?
That's why they need thick glass.
Fucking apes are...
But if you get him in prime heat, and then all of a sudden he starts fucking you.
No, I'd just throw Leah and run.
So,
It's both of us are one.
so you would do it in front of the apes. That's what you decided.
Why not?
Not the
Oh, I'd make rounds.
not the penguins.
If I had all day, I would make rounds.
You would.
Like, I would fuck in front of every exhibit they had.
Would that get a little chafing
No.
going on?
You'd have to bring some KY or something.
Oh, for sure.
Some Astroglide.
Hi.
Yeah.
But not the bears.
Oh, I'd do that in front of the bears.
Really?
Yeah. Just to be like, yeah, this is what happens. You get some pussy.
But I thought you're afraid of bears. But getting pussy makes you brave.
No,
When
I
your balls
just...
deep, you're like, I can take on the world. I'm invincible.
I would rather
My
just
cock
make
is
fun of
inside
them
of
like
her.
that. Just like all the other animals. Like, oh, you're behind a cage. I'm fucking a woman.
Yeah. The butterfly exhibit would be just romantical.
I never thought of that one. That one might be...
lands on the tip of my cock. Looks majestic.
Don't speak too loud, it might leave. It's so beautiful.
Look at its colors.
I have to paint you.
So the zoo, I like that answer. I don't know where I would do it. That'd be a tough one. The first one that pops into my head is like the Minnesota Wild locker room. But I think too many people have had sex there.
You know how fucking rank that thing's got to be?
Well, it's in the off season.
Oh.
That's when I would do it. I wouldn't do it when there's players, like equipment there. Unless I had to.
But see, that's another thing that I was thinking about when I was talking about, like, are the cameras on or what? Because I think it'd be awesome to do that in one of those areas once, like Target Center or, something like that. Just for the simple
Target Field up on the Budweiser deck.
Yeah, just for the simple satisfaction
Skyline
of being able to see my cock on an 80-foot screen. It would make me feel awesome.
Would you do that? Would you televise it on the Jumbotron?
Well, that's why I wouldn't do Target Field, asshole.
Oh, well, you should. Because then on the Target Field, you can have that one that's the pole LED that lights up, and you can just be your shaft, just fucking cock. See, I've thought about this.
Yeah, well, you'd also be shaft and cock on. You'd be showing everybody going by on the road in the office buildings.
They wouldn't even know what it is. They'd be like, "That looks fucking weird," and then they'd just go about their day. That kind of looks like a cock. But that happens so often. Just random penises around. I mean, it'd just be another day. For most people in this
Everybody
world.
would just be like, Anthony Weiner's at it again.
Carlos Danger.
Fuck, that guy doesn't quit. He's texting the center.
I love how he's not giving up. He's still not giving up.
No. I just like how he's been blaming everybody else. Like, it's the city's fault. Because I told him this was going to happen.
There's gonna be
guess
more coming up.
It happened. Wow, that's not a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
How is it?
But exactly.
I'm pretty sure you're going to find more cockpicks.
Send.
Yeah. Fuck, he's always behind a podium.
And he's just the weirdest looking fucking guy.
Yeah. He looks like a sex offender. He really does.
He does.
He looks like the guy that stands too close to people on the bus just going, hi.
Just rubbing
Like,
directions.
seriously, there's a lot of room on here. I know. You smell good. Like, it just... He seems like that kind of guy. He really does. Or you just want to ask him, why do you look so fucking weird?
I cannot believe his wife is standing by him.
She's getting paid pretty good. She probably has a pool boy on the side anyway.
Oh, yeah. Most of those Hollywood marriages are for show. It's just basically power.
Well, that's what Washington is. It's Hollywood for uglies.
That is true. And goddamn, is he a swarmy looking sumbitch.
Yeah, he is.
His wife's kind of hot. I don't know why he ain't sent
She's like conservative hot.
Yeah,
like librarian hot.
That's what I would really like. I'd be sending dick pics to her. Fuck that noise. They had one of the chicks that he was sending dick pics to on Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And she was like, basically, I wanted to out him. I was all pissed about it because he was just so goddamn hypocritical, saying, "Oh, I've turned over a new leaf. I'm a new man." And she's just sitting there getting cock pics. So she's like, "Fuck you, buddy."
So she didn't even like him. She was just getting cock pics from him all the time.
Yeah. Well, fucking whores be whores, man. And and I will honestly say this in girls' defense, guys just send cock pics like they're fucking flowers at homecoming.
That's weird.
Because if you talk to girls, they will tell you 100% of the cock pics are usually non-asked for, and a lot of guys do it. It's weird. I know a girl that was telling me she has a file on her computer specifically for all the cock pics she has received, unsolicited. She's kind of a skank. But that's beside the point. Guys, you need to stop showing your cock pic to everybody. I'm sorry. We need to make a rule.
When is it? I'm just going to say it this way. When is it that you've ever heard a girl say, "Oh, I bet you," or "I want to see his cock"?
Exactly.
Like every girl always talks about wanting to see his chest, or he's got a nice ass.
Yeah.
Or I've never heard one girl being like, "I wonder what his cock looks like."
And because it probably looks like every other cock.
Yeah.
I mean,
bigger, smaller, but they all look like cocks.
Exactly.
I mean, and I wouldn't even say this. For girls that even like cocks, they're really still not that good looking.
No.
Like, a woman's body is pretty. I mean, even women can
I can
appreciate
understand lesbians.
Yeah, even women though that are straight can appreciate the beauty of another woman's body. But men are built for fucking wear and tear, not for beauty. Everything on us is either for, damage control or for reproduction. It's nothing sculpted out of clay on this one that looks any good.
I disagree with you. You tell that to Ryan Gosling's abs, sir. That is beauty.
Who's Ryan Gosling?
God damn, you are so out of touch. I feel like I'm talking to my grandpa.
I really don't know who that is.
Ridiculous. He's part of the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh yeah, that should tell me why I'm fucking A.
I know,
because I'm a pedophile.
He was in the Gangster Squad, that flick, probably the biggest one that he was out.
Okay, I've seen that.
Yeah, that's Ryan Gosling, the blonde guy. Who bangs Emma Stone in the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, now, I can vaguely recall him because Emma Stone way overshadowed him in that movie because she was fucking gorgeous in that red dress all the time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That is one...
in fact, I'm going to go take a bathroom break here real quick.
And chick.
Yeah. I really don't pay attention to actors like that, though.
Yeah.
If he's a good actor, maybe I'll pay attention, but he's probably just a body in a suit.
Usually. But he was a part of that whole class with the Britney Spears and the Christina Aguilera's, Justin Timberlake.
And he's still not fucked up in the head?
Well, his MK Ultra brainwashing is sticking a little better than the rest of them. He must have got uploaded. He must be a Scientologist, got the extra download or some shit like that.
Although Justin Timberlake's pretty straight and narrow.
Yeah,
I really haven't heard too much of him. Like, he hadn't had a sex tape, or he hasn't got arrested for beating up a prostitute, or...
Why not?
Masturbated in public.
Who did that? What the hell was that dude's name? George Michael. That's who it was.
Then Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, yeah, and the guy from A Mighty Wind. What the hell's his name?
I don't know.
Damn it. Alright, whatever. There's a lot of motherfuckers that get caught jerking in theaters.
Yeah, it's better to get caught jerking in a theater than get caught hanging in a closet.
What, from
autoerotic asphyxiation.
Safety first. Everybody out there,
you gotta have your belt buddy.
You can belt buddy. Gotta have that spotter.
Yep.
I know it can be awkward at first, but once you get past the...
Close your eyes, and it's like they're not even there after a little while.
Put in the earbuds, listen to little tunes, so you don't hear the... in the...
It's like a boot in the mud.
Oh. God damn, dude. You've always just been taking it one too far the whole show.
Fucking right. What's the point of having a show like this if I can't take it too far?
That is the beauty of the podcast.
Because fuck all of you. It's not like I'm getting paid to do this. You can turn the channel.
You just gotta shut it off.
I don't care if you listen or not. This does not give me a paycheck.
No, this is catharsis. We just want to just ramble on about our bullshit.
Why not?
We haven't had any kind of a common thread, but we're starting to get a format. We're going to have fucked up Floridians.
By like our 30th show.
Yeah, we're going to have a full...
hopefully we're still sponsored.
From Stamps.com.
Yep. And Astroglide. Sam Adams, please, Sam Adams.
Please, I want cases. Cases of Sam Adams.
Just fly me to Boston and teach me how to pour the perfect pint.
Yep, and we'll do a live podcast from the brewery.
Yeah, with Coke himself.
Hells yeah. That'd be a sweet interview to get.
Yeah, it would. Can you float me a loan?
Why do you always... You just don't want to talk to the man. You just want to instantly ask him for money? This is how we're not going to get interviews, sir. Everybody that comes in, you're just like, okay, you got
yeah, but after he tells me no, that's when the interview starts. Why not? Let's get to the bottom of this. What's really making it so that you won't give me the money?
Do I just seem like a bad investment?
Yeah, exactly.
I just trimmed my beard.
I just seem like an asshole to you, huh? Is that what you're telling me?
Fuck you, man.
Give me a fucking beard.
Yeah, I thought you started out from humble beginnings, sir. Why can't you give the downtrodden man a little help up?
I've seen his commercials. That one dude has a massive beard. Can't be the beard.
Masters, yeah, he loves beards.
Can't be the beard.
Why not? I don't know. Why can't it be the beard? I just want to keep going on the beard.
Hey, either you love it or you hate it. There's no two ways about it. Because those
yours is getting a little bushy. You're gonna have to trim up a little bit, sir.
At least the mustache.
Your flavor saver is getting quite full.
Getting my fangs back.
What? What? Those two pieces of hair? That's your Hitler stash. Because where they're longer, if you just cut that, like just kept that part where they're long, it's a Hitler stash.
Mm-hmm.
Your German showing, sir.
It is.
You look like that teapot J.C. Penney's took off the market. For those of you out there that didn't see that,
I'm anti-Semitic and fat.
Yeah, you gotta Google that shit. The J.C. Penney Hitler teapot. It's hilarious.
That's got to be still up someplace.
Of course. Google image search. That was such a great story. How sensitive have we gotten as a people where if it just resembles something, it's considered bad taste and politically incorrect?
Well, the part that I don't understand is there's been plenty of genocides after that.
Yeah.
So why is it that they always talk about the Holocaust like it's the only genocide that ever happened? When I mean, you got
Jews on the media,
and your conspiracy theories showing again. But I mean, talk about Rwanda. Even how many hundreds of thousands of people have been killed and just left in a ditch there? Or all the other kind of places. Yeah. Like, there's genocides everywhere, and we still talk about the Holocaust like it's the only thing that ever happened. Yes, tragedy. Yes, sucked. Yes, lots of people. Let's move on.
Yeah, and what's hilarious is that it just came out in the Hollywood Reporter last week, where they detailed the torrid relationship between Hollywood and the Nazis. Like how Hollywood did a lot of propagandizing for the Nazis.
Well, of course, they did the moon landing, and the Nazis are on the dark side of the moon.
This isn't even a conspiracy. This is the Hollywood Reporter saying it. Coming out to what all of us conspiracy theorists knew, that the Jews were just as complicit in the Holocaust as the Nazis and the Catholic Church.
I still don't understand Schindler's List, and I haven't even seen the movie.
And you haven't seen the movie?
No, I have.
Oh, I'm like... Pretty self-explanatory.
To me, it was
a guy who had a fucking list.
Yeah, to me, it was just one of those things. Like Oscar Schindler.
Hence why they got the Oscar.
See, it's like the whole thing of why he would have, if he like hated Jews that much, why he would have actually made a list going, yeah, but these guys aren't that bad, unless they weren't really Jews. Like they were
the
trying to grab power, just like the Nazis were. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem real that you'd be like, you know what, I hate every single Jew. They are worse than dogs. They are the lowest forms of life. Except for these guys.
They're good shits.
Yeah. And I mean, it would have been a little bit more...
Well, when they're taking care of your finances...
That's what I'm saying.
They're good shit. You can't get
rid of that. So you got to...
Good accountants are
the way that I looked at that kind of stuff, and I'll probably... Oh, here comes the emails and letters already. I can already hear it.
Send them to Oscar
All
Schindler.
three of them.
Send them to Oscar Schindler.
Yeah. But if you
put him under one of those stones they put on his grave. I think I just
get to it eventually.
Yep, I think I just saved you on that one. Okay,
yeah, good save. But I just don't understand why those guys would be acceptable unless they had the same kind of power struggle or power hunger.
Yeah. Like
the Nazis did in general, and they weren't really Jews. They were more or less just Jewish title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it would have been pretty damn evident if there was only like 4 guys on the list being like, no, I hung out with these 2 guys when I was growing up, and this guy's got all my money, and that guy I like his magazines. I mean, it would have just been a little bit stranger, but to have as many on the list as he did.
He makes those good Takis.
Original taco in a bag inventor. It's my favorite food. I can't get rid of it.
That'd be a great, remix of Schindler's List. Instead of the girl in the red dress, it's the red nacho cheese Doritos bag in the black and white movie. I invented the taco in the bag. I don't know how to do German accent. That's not German. Sie hell. I don't know how to do German.
I'm not even really sure what that is.
Nothing. I was trying to work into an
Narnia?
accent. Hey, whatever.
Hey, if somebody listens to this, though, you might have a fucking voiceover gig going on sometime, because they'll just be like, yeah, do something. I heard your English. That's pretty good.
How about you try something else?
Yeah.
How about Mexicano? Why is it we talk about the weird voices I make like every podcast?
Because you keep making them.
Accents, terrible accents.
I'll stop talking about it as soon as you stop talking in it.
Sorry, that's my bad. But I want to get into character. This is theater of the mind.
Lion face, lemon face.
It was a dark and dreary night.
Ooh.
Oh, we're not going to go into that?
I don't know.
We're not going to start our radio shows like we proposed in the first episode.
I don't know what we'd actually do a radio show about.
Anything, everything. Let's make murder mysteries.
It's 1:30. It's a balmy 79 degrees outside. Here's Creedence Clearwater Revival. What the fuck would we end up doing?
No, like the old radio shows, like the Superman radio program where we make fictional, like basically Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It'd be a lot of sound effects we'd have to look up.
No, we could do them ourselves. Like that. So when somebody farted, it'd be...
Not a virgin, I take it. I'm sorry, but when you say when somebody farted...
I gotta say yeah with that one.
Yeah, you never told me you're a little spoon at any point.
Oh my god. It's all pink in the dark.
Oh, somebody's seen Brokeback Mountain a couple of times. That's why the last time I asked you if you wanted to go camping, you said no real fast.
Oh my god.
Quick doing your accents.
Oh shit, knocked in my pooper.
Play me off, Sam.
Oh my god. Oh. I don't think we can top that. This would be a great time to end the show. Alright. Once again, Jake Jelinski.
Sam Ragnar.
Come the revolution.